Did you know that some of your daily habits might be quietly shaving years off your life without you even realizing it? Most people focus on major health risks like heart disease or high blood pressure. But what if the real danger lies in the small, unnoticed routines we follow every day? You might be wondering, how is that possible? The truth is, aging isn't just about adding numbers to your age. It's about how you care for your body and mind in the little moments that often go unnoticed. These subtle habits can slowly damage your heart, weaken your brain, and drain your energy without you even realizing it. In this video, we're uncovering 9 surprising habits that could be silently shortening your life after 60. And no, these aren't the typical exercise more or eat healthy tips you've heard 100 times. Some of these will truly surprise you. But here's the good news. Once you recognize these hidden dangers, small and practical changes can help protect your health, extend your lifespan, and keep you feeling vibrant and energetic, even in your golden years. So let's dive into the first one, irregular sleep patterns. You know, many people think that waking up several times at night or sleeping at odd hours is just a part of getting older. But here's what most folks don't realize. It's not just the number of hours you sleep, but how consistent your sleep pattern is that truly affects your health. When your sleep schedule is all over the place, staying up late one night, waking up early the next, or napping during the day, you confuse your body's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm. And that clock, it's responsible for regulating everything from your metabolism to your immune system. Disrupting this natural rhythm can lead to serious consequences. Studies show that irregular sleep patterns increase the risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and even dementia. Plus, your body misses out on the deep restorative sleep that helps repair cells and flush out toxins from the brain. Imagine this. It's like planting a garden but constantly changing the watering schedule. Sometimes you water in the morning, other times at night, and occasionally not at all. The plants get confused, struggle to grow, and eventually wither. Your body works the same way. So sticking to a consistent sleep schedule is one of the simplest yet most powerful things you can do to protect your health after 60. Well, the good news is, improving your sleep doesn't require expensive treatments or complicated routines. It's really about making small, simple changes that work with your body's natural rhythm. First, sticking to a regular sleep schedule is key. You see, our body has something called a circadian rhythm, which is like an internal clock. When you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends, you're helping that clock stay in sync. This makes it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. And yes, that means no more late-night TV marathons or sleeping in till noon on Sundays. Another thing that works wonders is creating a calming bedtime routine. Imagine this. You dim the lights, put away your phone, and maybe read a light book or listen to some soft music. This tells your brain, hey, it's time to wind down. Simple, right? Yet so many people underestimate how powerful this is. And speaking of screens, limiting screen time before bed is crucial. The blue light from your phone or TV actually tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime, which makes it harder to produce melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. So try to turn off your devices at least an hour before bed. Trust me, your body will thank you. Next, think about your sleep environment. Keeping your bedroom cool and dark can make a big difference. A temperature between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal. And if there's too much light coming in, blackout curtains or a sleep mask can help. Another big one, avoid heavy meals and caffeine late in the day. Caffeine stays in your system for hours, and eating a big meal right before bed can cause indigestion, making it tough to fall asleep. So maybe switch to herbal tea in the afternoon and have a lighter dinner a few hours before bedtime. And finally, get some sunlight during the day. This might surprise you, but natural light helps regulate your body clock. A simple 30-minute walk in the morning or sitting by a bright window can help you sleep better at night. See? It's not about drastic changes. Just these small, consistent habits can work wonders for your sleep and ultimately add more healthy, happy years to your life. This next one is something most people don't think twice about. Sleeping immediately after dinner. You know, after a long day, it feels so comforting to have a nice warm dinner and just sink into bed, right? We've all done that. But here's the thing. This simple habit could be quietly harming your digestion and overall health. Let me explain why. When you lie down right after eating, your stomach is still working hard to break down food. Gravity plays a big role in digestion, helping food move smoothly through the digestive tract. But when you're flat on your back, the digestive process slows down and stomach acid can easily flow back into the esophagus. That's what causes that uncomfortable burning sensation, known as acid reflux or heartburn. And it's not just about heartburn. Studies show that eating late at night and immediately going to bed can spike your blood sugar levels, putting you at higher risk of developing diabetes over time. Even more concerning, research suggests this habit can increase the risk of stroke and heart disease. But the good news? Small changes can make a big difference. Try finishing your dinner at least 3 hours before bedtime. This gives your body enough time to digest the food properly. Take a gentle 10 to 15-minute walk after meals. It helps digestion and lowers blood sugar levels. Plus, it's a great way to relax your mind before bed. If you struggle with acid reflux, try sleeping with your head slightly elevated. Just an extra pillow can prevent stomach acid from creeping up. Trust me, these small adjustments can do wonders for your digestion and help you wake up feeling lighter and more refreshed. Next on our list is something that may seem harmless, but it adds up over time. Sitting in one position for too long. Many people think that if they exercise for an hour in the morning, they've done enough to stay healthy for the day. But what often goes unnoticed is what happens during the rest of the day, sitting for long periods without moving. For seniors, this can be particularly harmful. When you sit for hours watching TV, reading, or even browsing on your phone, your blood circulation slows down. This puts extra pressure on your heart and increases the risk of blood clots. It can also lead to stiff joints, muscle weakness, and even weight gain. And the worst part, even if you've done your morning walk or exercise, sitting for too long can still undo those benefits. I remember Mr. Albert, a retired teacher who loved reading novels. He'd spend hours in his armchair, completely absorbed in his books. But over time, he started noticing pain in his legs and swelling in his ankles. His doctor explained that prolonged sitting was affecting his circulation and advised him to move around every 30 minutes. By simply standing up, stretching, or walking around the house for a few minutes, Mr. Albert's condition improved. So what can you do? First, make a habit of standing up and moving around every 30 to 40 minutes. Even a short walk to the kitchen or a few gentle stretches can help keep your blood flowing. If you enjoy watching TV, try marching in place during commercials or doing some light exercises while sitting. Consider investing in a comfortable chair that supports good posture and avoid crossing your legs for long periods, as this can restrict blood flow. You can also try simple leg movements while sitting, like tapping your feet or rotating your ankles. Staying active doesn't mean you need to do intense workouts. Small, regular movements throughout the day can protect your heart, improve your circulation, and keep your joints flexible. This simple habit can make a big difference in your overall well-being as you age. Before we go to the next one, if you're finding this helpful, make sure to subscribe. That way you won't miss more important insights on staying healthier and living better. Coming up next, and this is a big one for many people, holding in your urine for too long. Holding in urine for too long is something many people don't think twice about. It seems harmless, right? After all, we've all been in situations where we delay going to the bathroom, whether it's during a long drive or simply because we're too comfortable watching TV. But what most people don't realize is that this habit can quietly cause serious harm to your bladder and even your kidneys over time. You see, when the bladder fills up, it sends signals to the brain telling you it's time to empty it. When you ignore these signals regularly, the bladder muscles become strained and start to weaken. This can lead to issues like incontinence, where you struggle to hold your urine. For older adults, this can become a real challenge. There's another risk that often goes unnoticed. When urine sits in the bladder for too long, it creates the perfect environment for bacteria to grow. This increases the risk of urinary tract infections, which can be quite painful. And if an infection spreads to the kidneys, it can cause serious damage. Take Richard, for example, a retired gentleman in his 60s. He had the habit of holding in urine during long car rides, thinking it was no big deal. But over time, he started experiencing frequent discomfort and was eventually diagnosed with a bladder infection. His doctor explained that by delaying urination, he was unknowingly putting stress on his bladder and inviting bacteria to multiply. Once he started paying attention to his body's signals and using the restroom when needed, his health improved significantly. So what can you do to protect your bladder? First, always listen to your body. Don't wait until the urge becomes unbearable. Regular bathroom visits help keep your bladder healthy. Staying hydrated is also important, as it flushes out toxins and reduces the risk of infection. And if you often wake up at night to urinate, try cutting back on fluids in the evening. Taking these small steps can prevent discomfort and help maintain your bladder's strength as you age. Now, the next habit that might be doing more harm than good: overuse of antacids and painkillers. The habit of relying on antacids and painkillers. It's more common than you might think, especially as we age. When that nagging heartburn strikes or those aching joints act up, it's easy to reach for a quick fix. After all, these medications promise instant relief. But here's the thing: using antacids and painkillers too frequently can do more harm than good, especially for older adults. Let's talk about antacids first. They help neutralize stomach acid and provide relief from heartburn or indigestion. However, when taken regularly, they can disrupt the natural balance of stomach acid, leading to problems with digestion and nutrient absorption. For example, your body needs stomach acid to absorb essential nutrients like calcium and magnesium. Without enough of these, bones become weaker, increasing the risk of fractures. Some antacids can also cause constipation or diarrhea, which makes digestion even more uncomfortable. Painkillers, particularly non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen or aspirin, are another concern. While they're effective for managing pain and inflammation, long-term use can irritate the stomach lining and lead to ulcers or internal bleeding. They can also raise blood pressure and put extra strain on the kidneys, which is especially risky for older adults. I remember Mary, a 70-year-old grandmother who relied on painkillers for her arthritis. She didn't think much about it until she started experiencing stomach pain and fatigue. After a visit to her doctor, she learned that her regular use of NSAIDs was damaging her stomach lining and affecting her kidneys. With her doctor's guidance, she switched to gentler pain management methods and focused on anti-inflammatory foods and gentle exercises. Her condition improved, and she felt much better overall. So, what can you do to protect yourself? First, always use these medications as directed and only when necessary. If you're dealing with heartburn frequently, try eating smaller, balanced meals and avoiding spicy or fatty foods that trigger acid reflux. For pain management, consider gentle stretches, physical therapy, or alternative treatments like acupuncture. It's also important to talk to your doctor before relying on any over-the-counter medication for long periods. Sometimes simple lifestyle changes or natural remedies can be just as effective without the side effects. By being mindful of how often you use these medications and exploring healthier alternatives, you can protect your body and enjoy better long-term health. Here's something else that might be affecting your well-being without you even noticing: cooking with seed oils. Many people have been using seed oils like sunflower, canola, and soybean oil for years, believing they are a healthier choice. However, research now shows that regularly cooking with these oils can quietly harm your health, especially as you age. Seed oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids. While our bodies do need some omega-6, the problem arises when there's too much of it in our diet. An imbalance between omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids can lead to chronic inflammation in the body. This inflammation is linked to serious health issues like heart disease, arthritis, and even cognitive decline. Now, there are simple ways to make better choices when it comes to the oils you use. First, start by reducing your intake of heavily processed seed oils. Check the labels on packaged foods, as many processed snacks and dressings are loaded with these oils. Instead, opt for healthier alternatives like olive oil, avocado oil, or coconut oil for cooking. Incorporate more omega-3 rich foods into your diet, such as salmon, chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts. This will help balance the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 in your body and reduce inflammation. Another helpful tip is to avoid frying foods at high temperatures, as seed oils become unstable when heated, releasing harmful compounds. Instead, try steaming, baking, or sautéing your meals at lower temperatures. Making these simple changes can protect your heart, improve your joint health, and even support better brain function. It's a small shift that can add more healthy and active years to your life. With just a few mindful choices in your kitchen, you can support your body's health and reduce unnecessary risks. It's all about creating balance and making choices that nourish you every day. This next one is something many people aren't fully aware of: taking vitamins and supplements. When it comes to supplements, especially for seniors, it's not just about what you take. It's about how your body absorbs and uses those nutrients. Many seniors take calcium supplements to maintain bone strength, but without pairing it with vitamin D, the body struggles to absorb the calcium properly. This can lead to calcium accumulating in the bloodstream, increasing the risk of heart disease and kidney stones. Vitamin D acts as a helper, allowing your body to absorb calcium and direct it to the bones where it's needed. Without enough vitamin D, that calcium can end up in the wrong places, like your arteries, which is dangerous for your heart health. Similarly, other supplements also work better when taken with the right companion. For example, magnesium plays a key role in activating vitamin D. If your body lacks magnesium, the vitamin D you take might not be effective. Likewise, if you're taking iron to prevent anemia, pairing it with vitamin C enhances absorption and prevents stomach discomfort. Omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for heart and brain health, need protection from oxidation. Vitamin E acts as an antioxidant, keeping those healthy fats stable in your body. Zinc is excellent for immune support, but too much zinc can deplete your body's copper levels, which are essential for healthy blood vessels and nerves. A balance between the two is crucial. For those focusing on bone health, vitamin K2 is also important when taking vitamin D3. While D3 helps absorb calcium, K2 ensures the calcium goes to your bones and not your arteries. So before reaching for a supplement, it's essential to understand how they work together. Always check with your doctor and focus on a balanced diet rich in natural nutrients. This way, you're not just filling your body with vitamins, but ensuring they're actually doing their job. Let's keep going, and this next one might surprise you: eating too much protein in one meal. You see, as we age, our digestive system slows down a bit. When seniors consume too much protein in one sitting, the body struggles to break it all down and absorb the nutrients effectively. Unlike younger folks whose metabolism can handle larger portions of protein, older adults often experience issues like bloating, indigestion, and even kidney strain when overloading on protein at once. What happens is that the body can only process a certain amount of protein at a time. The excess either gets stored as fat or puts unnecessary pressure on the kidneys, which work harder to filter out waste products from protein metabolism. For seniors, this can lead to kidney issues over time, especially if there's already an underlying condition like diabetes or high blood pressure. Instead of loading up on a big steak or a massive serving of chicken all at once, it's much better to spread your protein intake throughout the day. For example, start your morning with some Greek yogurt or eggs, have some beans or fish at lunch, and enjoy a smaller portion of lean meat or tofu at dinner. This way, your body gets a steady supply of amino acids, which are essential for muscle repair, maintaining bone strength, and supporting the immune system. Another thing to keep in mind is pairing protein with fiber and healthy fats. This combination not only improves digestion, but also keeps you full for longer, helping to maintain a healthy weight and prevent blood sugar spikes. And remember, protein isn't just about meat. Lentils, quinoa, cottage cheese, and even almonds are rich sources of protein that are easier on the stomach. So by being mindful of portion sizes and balancing your meals, you're giving your body the nutrients it needs without overloading your system. Finally, we have a habit that often gets overlooked, yet it has a deep impact on overall well-being: social isolation. As we age, staying socially connected becomes more important than ever. Yet many seniors find themselves spending long hours alone, either due to retirement, the loss of a spouse, or family members living far away. This isolation can quietly harm both mental and physical health. When a person is isolated, the brain doesn't get enough stimulation. This can lead to memory loss, depression, and even increase the risk of conditions like dementia and heart disease. The body responds to loneliness as it does to stress. releasing hormones that can raise blood pressure and weaken the immune system. Take the example of Mrs. Eleanor, who lived alone after her husband passed away. She gradually stopped attending community events and avoided phone calls from friends. Over time, her energy declined, and she felt less motivated to take care of her health. Eventually, her daughter encouraged her to join a local senior group that met for morning walks and afternoon tea. This simple step helped Eleanor regain her joy and improve her overall well-being. So, what can be done to prevent this silent danger? Start by staying in touch with family and friends. Regular phone calls or video chats can bridge the gap, even if loved ones are far away. Joining community groups or senior clubs can provide companionship and a sense of belonging. Activities like group exercise classes, art workshops, or volunteering can help you stay mentally engaged and physically active. If mobility is an issue, consider inviting a neighbor for a cup of tea or participating in online forums and hobby groups. Even small social interactions, like chatting with the cashier at the grocery store or greeting people during a morning walk, can lift your mood and improve mental health. Staying socially active not only keeps your mind sharp, but also protects your heart and strengthens your immune system. By making social connections a priority, you can add more joy and vitality to your golden years. Before we wrap up, here's a little bonus for you. Something that can quietly boost your health and happiness without much effort. It's a small change, but it can make a big difference in how you feel every day. And that's exactly what your body and mind need. Imagine stepping outside on a bright morning, feeling the gentle warmth of the sun on your skin, and breathing in the fresh, crisp air. You hear the birds chirping and the soft rustle of leaves as a cool breeze passes by. Doesn't that sound peaceful? Well, it's not just relaxing, it's healing. Nature is one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked, remedies for the body and mind. Studies have shown that spending time in green spaces can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and even boost your memory and focus. Sunlight helps your body produce vitamin D, which strengthens your bones and immune system. And let's not forget, a light stroll or gentle gardening keeps your joints flexible and your heart healthy. No need for intense workouts or fancy therapies. Just a simple walk in the park, sitting by a pond, or even tending to flowers in your backyard can work wonders. It calms the mind, lifts your mood, and fills you with energy. So next time you feel a little overwhelmed or tired, step outside. Let nature do its magic. It's a gift that keeps you healthy and adds precious years to your life. A simple habit, yet so powerful. And the best part? It's free and always available to you. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss more practical tips to keep you healthy and strong. And if you know someone who could benefit from this, share it with them. Because sometimes a simple change can make a world of difference. Stay healthy, stay mindful, and I'll see you in the next one.